What is up, everyone? I am Jared, and I will be your host today. We'll be walking through some of my favorite MLB picks for PrizePicks. If you are new here, make sure to hit the like and subscribe so you get notified when these shows hit. Also, if you are not currently playing on PrizePicks, if you use promo code WINDAILY, that'll get you a 100% sign up bonus up to $100. And also, by signing up today, we will throw in 30 days free of Win Daily Gold membership for you. That'll get you access to all of our articles. It'll get you access to our optimizer. It'll also get you access to our Discord. It's about a $50 value, so go ahead, sign up today if you're not currently on there. So if we take a look at what we went through yesterday, we hit 3 out of the 4 props. Kyle Schwarber hit his number pretty early. Willie Adamus hit his number extremely early. I think he hit in the first inning. And also Cedric Mullins hit his number. The only one that we missed was Nick Martinez. Nick Martinez decided he wanted to spend yesterday as a good pitcher. He made it through 7 innings, so we missed on his outs. But overall, really solid day. We went 3 for 4. We will look to keep that going today. If you're not currently living on the East Coast, there is a ton of rain in the forecast for really the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. So there are going to be a lot of games tonight that are impacted by rain. With the picks that I'm choosing today, I went with some safe weather. None of these games are going to be impacted by the rain. So with that said, we'll go ahead and jump in. I have 1 pitcher for us today and then 3 hitters that I really like. The first one that we're going with is going to be Vince Velasquez and his strikeout projection. PrizePicks has it at 4.5. I'm going with the under on this one. I am not a fan of Vince Velasquez as a pitcher. In DFS, he's one that I normally stack against. Although it didn't work in his last outing, it's normally been pretty successful. I'm projecting Velasquez at no more than 4 strikeouts today. The projected lineup that he's facing tonight with the Red Sox, they have a 17% K rate versus righties on the year. So he's facing a pretty tough lineup. If you look at his recent box scores, he did have 6 Ks in each of his last 2 outings. However, those were against the Angels, who have a 25% K rate against righties this year, and also the Twins, who have a 24% K rate versus righties on the year. So the 2 teams that he faced in those 6K outings were teams that do strike out. They have some power, but they also do strike out quite a bit. So I'm going with the under on this strikeout projection from Vince Velasquez today. I just don't think he lasts that long in this game, and the Red Sox overpower him. The next one that we are going with is going to be Willie Adamus. I am slowly becoming a very big Willie Adamus fan. He has been one of the Brewers' best hitters on the year. He's already up to 8 homers and 21 at-bats. I will say that a lot of this pick is 100% reliant on who starts for the Braves tonight. Right now, on multiple sites, I've seen Inoa listed as the starter. If he does start, I absolutely love this as a smash spot for Willie Adamus. Inoa has only pitched in 2 games this year, and in each game he's given up 5 earned runs. Adamus on the year has also crushed righties. He's a 359 WOBA versus righties and a 268 ISO. This is a great matchup for Adamus as long as Inoa is on the mound for the Braves. So we'll want to monitor that throughout the day, but I do think that it is going to be Inoa throwing for the Braves. And if he does, we're going to lock in the over on this 6-hitter fantasy score. So the next one that we're going with is going to be Mike Trout. And I will say that he has a pretty high number tonight, but he also has a phenomenal matchup. The Angels are going to be extremely popular tonight in the DFS world. It's probably going to be the top stack on the board. They're my top stack. They're just in a great spot. Adon has really struggled this year. He's arguably one of the worst pitchers in baseball. In 23 innings of work so far, he's given up 13 barrels. He is giving up a ton of hard contacts. He's also not missing any at-bats. Hitters on the year have an 83% contact rate versus them, and 37% of that contact has been hard. He's giving up a ton of barrels. Even when it's not barrels, he's giving up a ton of hard hits. The best hitter in the world, and Mike Trout, gets a phenomenal matchup. Trout is just doing Trout things on the year. On the year, he's got a 370 ISO against righties. There's absolutely nothing about this matchup that scares me. Although Adon has been worse against lefties, it's still Mike Trout, and Trout has a great matchup. I am going with the over on this hitter fantasy score. Wouldn't shock me if Trout gets a homer in the first inning tonight. The final one that I really like tonight is Eric Hosmer. Hosmer has been really one of the Padres' top hitters on the year. He's finally earning that contract that he signed with the Padres a few years ago. Um, Hosmer has shown a ton of patience at the plate this year. His walk rate is over 13%. It's the first time in his career he's had a walk rate in double digits. With him having a lot more patience at the year, it's also impacted his batting average. He's off to a 376 start with his batting average. That's by far the best that he's ever been. I just don't see him slowing down in this matchup tonight. He gets Sandy Alcantara on the mound for the Marlins. Lefties have crushed him this year with a 320 WOBA. If we look at Hosmer, Hosmer is just playing great right now. Since 414, he's failed to get on base just twice over that stretch. So today being the sixth, it's almost a month stretch where he's just been on base almost every game. Also, over that stretch since 414, he's been on base multiple times, 8 times. It's a great spot for Hosmer for him to continue his run with this 4.5 hitter fantasy score. We really don't need much from him. We need him to either get on base a couple times or just get an extra base hit. With what he's been doing of late and with Sandy Alcantara's struggles against lefties on the year, this seems like a lock. His projection should be at 6 or even greater at this point with what he's done on the year. So I'm going with the over on this one. So just to recap what we're going with today, we are going to go with the under on Vince Velasquez strikeout prop. We're going to go with the over on Willie Adamus' 6-hitter fantasy score. We're going with the over on the 8.5 Mike Trout hitter fantasy score, and we're also going with the over on the Eric Hosmer 4.5 hitter fantasy score. So that's a wrap for today. If you end up using these, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you're not currently subscribed. Like I always say, if you have any questions about other props that you may like, feel free to comment. I will be happy to answer any questions that you have. That being said, hope you guys cash and good luck.